I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is dead and gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. When all those dreams of all our memories, there's not being alone at one. And thoughts of you just bring me down inside. I sing it with the green of souls. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. What? Get your hands up! It's more than empty.
I love playing pretend. I think deep down on a level, I think everyone really just likes to explore their own imagination, and I think working in the entertainment industry has really given me an excuse to not escape that. But I really think just being able to play pretend with my friends, just acting is always the most fun I have.
I dig that too. It's fun. It's really fun actually. I remember being on set. I've been on multiple sets where it's like where you go into like 16-hour days, 15-hour days. 16-hour days.
Oh my God.
And when you get to like. You get to like hour like 13 and a half, like everyone's everyone's hemming and hawing, and it's like, for some actors, like myself, and I know like for you, as an example too, like we'll both get on this actor's high where we're like enjoying it so much that like
Yeah.
it's almost like everyone's kind of hemming and hawing. Like a lot of people were hemming and hawing and want to get off, want to go home and stuff. And it's like, what? There's no like if I have to be at work for 16 hours a day, like there's nowhere I'd rather be than on a movie set.
Yeah, I think and I've worked.
It's a magical place to work.
It really. I think I've worked a 16-hour day in labs. I've worked a 16-hour day in recording studios. I've worked 16-hour days in a lot of things. But yeah, I think the most fun is when you're
really make a point here, which is I think that even like even the PAs on a lot of these movies, like my good friend Derek Thomason, they're like super talented as like actual filmmakers, as directors or editors, and writers and things like that, and they're just wanting to put themselves around other filmmakers and be in the spot that they should be. You know what I mean?
That's what drove. And I'll be honest. I always say, I've joked about this for the past 7 years. It was, I'm an actor and I'm a makeup artist, but I'm such a good actor that I'm a very convincing makeup artist. And I think that was the ongoing joke was, I miss Daisy. But yeah, I can, I love to, play pretend and I love to be on it. But at the end of the day, that's why I got into makeup, was because I knew I could do it, and also it gave me the ability to stay on a film set and share my ideas and be a part of other people's visions, because it's like, as long as I can stay on, as long as I can still be a part of it, as long as I can, not let go, and I implore anyone that's listening, if you're trying to get somewhere and do something, you're trying to get somewhere, get on a plane and get there. If you can't do that, drive there. If you can't do that, walk there. If you can't do that, just fall in the right direction. That's funny.
All right, so we got audio back.
Hey, audio's back.
Yeah, that was a user error somehow. I don't know. I must have accidentally hit that. There's a. So I'm programming this thing myself as we do it today. So I must have accidentally hit the button to cut the audio out. So
no worries.
So yeah, anyway, so I fixed the camera issue, I fixed the audio issue. I'm not sure exactly why that was happening, but I think I got everything figured out.
I'm a complete technophobe, so.
Dude, I got it, bro. I'm on it. What's funny is so when I started this show, I just started it with a webcam on my Mac. I literally just had the webcam on my Mac, and it was just, I don't even know that I used, microphones or Logic. I think I just actually used the on-camera sound, the Mac sound.
Yeah.
And it was just so I could show one song a day of my catalog to everybody and talk to everybody and stuff. And then, I've told this story a couple times. It kind of, turned into this where I've been able to showcase other people's talents and skills. And but I'm also making it. It's also growing, as you can see. The set's a little different than it used to be.
Evolved.
Yeah, right. Well, it's a little bit different, a little bit evolved, So
and leveled up.
Right.
That's actually probably the better term for it.
So, but as it levels up and as things shift and change, I have to kind of get used to the changes.
Yeah.
As they were. So, but yeah, I mean, I got everything taken care of here. I know it was just user error. It wasn't anything that that I got going on here, but yeah, but I've really been enjoying this, and we haven't had, and look, tiny little audio, flubs like this. We've had them, every once in a while. Sometimes I've had issues with it's a new show, and you learn and you get better by doing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It can't be perfect the first time
No.
out. You know, however, this is episode number 46, so you'd think it'd be pretty good by now. You know what I mean? You think it'd be a little better by now. But
Well, I mean-
it is. It's just like I said, little user error. I'm just kidding. I'm back, you guys. Yeah. So, well,
Nothing to
yeah,
be
I must
embarrassed
have accidentally pressed that key, but so I got all right. So I got to ask you, like,
Yeah.
dude, like, okay, so
Okay.
you
Yeah.
showed up today.
Dressed all.
You showed up today with the pants, bro. What's up with
these
what's up with
pants
the pants?
They're harem pants. They're just comfy. I mean, yeah, it's
Word.
yeah, dude, super comfy. They're like Aladdin pants.
So you showed. I know they are, dude. So you showed up with the pants and the loot, and
And
I
loot.
was like, man, are you coming from set, going to set? What's going on?
Well, I mean,
what's good with that outfit?
I'm coming to this set.
There you
I
go.
thought that we were only gonna see like from the waist up, so it'd
Nope.
just be comfy.
No, sir.
I hadn't seen season 2 yet.
From now on, you will be seen in,
All right.
in season 2 and on. I already have the set design for season 3
Mm-hmm.
as well. I'm going to be having specific changes happening. In fact, I might do that about halfway through season 2. I think I'm going to change it to where I have like chairs, like 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
yeah.
and then like a coffee table type of situation. So it's more, chill and intimate,
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, no. So yeah, I was super comfy. These are some of my favorite comfy pants to just lounge in. And
I
then,
dig it.
And then, this is a Descant loot. So for the past 6 years.
all right. So is that
okay.
like a legit?
This is a
loot
legit-
from, like medieval times.
Yeah. Okay. So, yes. This is a Descant loot. Was, to the best of my knowledge, I'm still learning history here, but this is the first iteration of a fretted instrument. So.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, you can't really see, but there's like little on the back you can. Haha. Okay. Oops, bumped the mic, but on the back you can see them because they're just wrapped around. But so what they did was the very first stringed instrument I don't recall, but the second iteration of it is called the oud. It's either Syrian, Egyptian, and
Okay.
Turkish. Anyways, the oud is considered like the sultan of all instruments because it was the first stringed instrument, I believe, that wasn't bowed.
Interesting.
And it
that was plucked.
It was plucked, and you could pluck. You could use your fingers, and they would use hawk quills as picks.
It was picked, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
and-
yeah.
So it was a long, slender thing.
It was percussed somehow.
Yeah, and so they would hold that with these fingers and still pluck with their fingers, and then could strum.
Sure.
It was crazy techniques, and of course, Eastern scales are way more complex than Western scales. They have like, I think there are some scales that have like hundreds of notes because they don't.
Now, are you
have-
missing one string at the bottom there?
No, that's actually okay. That's where the lute came into play. So this was the first fretted version of that. This was the European version of an oud, because the Saracens and Moors brought that when they invaded France and Italy, blah blah blah, million years ago. But anyways, so that string is called a French word that means the singing string. I can't remember the French word at the moment, but let's see if I can do this. So everything else is kind of doubled, so it has this washy kind of thing, but that one right there is that. That one was made specifically to stand out. That was your solo string.
Interesting. So you do a little riffing and leads and kind of like some stuff in between with that.
Yeah. Most classical lute playing is made specifically to have a moving melody over a moving choral line at the same time.
Gotcha.
And so that was like harpsichord music, but specifically for a lute. But that was much later, when by then they had like the most common lute people know is a Baroque era or late Renaissance era 8-coursed lute. That one is used still in a lot of orchestral
Really?
arrangements. Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, it really is still used in a lot of arrangements, and used often. Then there's like the 11-coursed lute that's like, about that wide, and most of those last like 3 strings are just drones. They're just like a harp. at that
Right.
point.
Right.
And then they get to the theorbo, which is like, I think it's like 18 courses, and the thing would hit your ceiling.
Interesting.
And most of those are just drone harp kind of things to go, and that's really where you get into some no one really composes with that anymore, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure, okay, people do. Of course, they still do. But, I mean, commercially and as widespread, not as much. I mean, Bear McCreary might.
Sure.
He's the...
I know who Bear McCreary is. Most people...
He's my favorite. But anyways... so about 6 years ago, I just started wanting to really learn about medieval folk instruments and just kind of started applying that to my guitar playing and applying that to everything. And then I recently purchased this because it was the plague and we had nothing else to do. So, well, I mean, I don't really want to,
So you got that thing and you've been playing it, you've been learning it?
To the best of my abilities over the past 4 weeks.
Is it tuned in an open key or is it tuned...
A traditional tuning, no. The traditional tuning on it would not be. This one is kind of a variant on that tuning. Everything's within about a half step up or down, so the tension's still the same key, but this is almost kind of like Dagdad with a 7th string.
Interesting.
But into the key of A. It's very...
You want to put the mic in front of it and give it a little play so you can let everyone see what it sounds like?
Yeah, let's see here. That sound good? Okay.
Sounds good.
So let's see. Let's see. A little something there.
I dig it.
We don't get sued for that.
No, you're fine, dude. Like I do this channel is full of covers, bro. I do all kinds of covers.
That's actually kind of why I wanted to get into this, because when you last little thing that I've been
show me what's up.
around, and I know you're probably going to sing along to this in just a second.
Show me what's up. Kidding me.
Took her out, it was a Friday night. We walked alone to get the feeling right. We started making out, and she took off my pants. Yeah, something. Can they hear us?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't know. The screen did a little something, but yeah. Just to goof around in a not classical or traditional way. I think that's kind of the old school bard kind of mentality. Is just, there's so many right ways to do something, and there's also so many things of just pick the instrument up and go.
Right.
And that's...
I dig it. I dig it. I was, it was unexpected for you to swing by with that today, so it was nice to kind of actually check it out. No, it was nice to actually see, an instrument that's not as, as common as you might, see. I mean, even like the banjo is very, as uncommon instrument. But yeah, I mean, like I say, it was nice for you to show up with that thing today. I was expecting to talk to you a little bit about film and television and stuff, that, as we normally do.
Yeah.
But like I said, I saw you walk in with that and those pants. I had to ask you about those pants, dude. That was outrageously.
I love them. These are some of my
they're
favorites.
pretty cool. I was like, oh, okay, well, Joel's being Joel. I was like, I like it.
Yeah.
and boots,
Oh well, I mean, I'm always wearing boots, except for now.
But today, took them off barefoot.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm not barefoot, I'm wearing boots.
Right.
It's really...
Right.
I'm from
You're
Texas.
Awesome, Joel. We have some really amazing I spent quite a while today booking some really amazing guests for the upcoming weeks, dude. Let me go over this a little bit. We got Brandon Baker coming up tomorrow.
Nice.
We got Thomas Tulak. He's going to be in on Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about, and we're going to be showing the Star Wars fan film that I was a part of.
Oh, nice.
On Wednesday, we're going to be showing that. Thomas Tulak's going to be on. He's going to be sitting right where you are, and we're going to be showing the film. So hopefully you guys will tune in on Wednesday to see the Star Wars fan film that I was a co-star of, and I got to do some fun stuff, a little fighting and stuff. And then on Thursday, we have Bobby K, my fiddle player, is going to be in on Thursday and be my guest. And then he's going to stick around for the jam Thursday night as well. Next Tuesday, we got Dan Ringy, film director. Nice. What's up, Andrew K? Absolutely. Good to see you, brother. Mom, love you. Crypto Keeper 5, appreciate you helping out, throwing the no audio sign out there for us. Shannon, you too, majorly appreciated. You guys are awesome. So yeah, Dan Ringy's going to be on next Monday. He's the first AD of and director of many films. He's worked on a bunch of Netflix films. He's done a ton of Lifetime films as well. Dan is a super talented guy. I think he's working on Floor is Lava right now on Netflix.
No way.
I think so. Yeah, I think he just posted a thing recently saying looking for people to be on the show. So if you guys are looking, to be on Floor is Lava,
I might be willing to get my nose broken again.
hit up Dan, dude. I was like, people were telling me about it. And they were like, yeah, it's like Wipeout, and I was like, cool. Let me. I was like, I'll probably do it, and then I watched it, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
No.
I was like, there is no fucking way I am doing that.
I would never do Wipeout. Wipeout.
Tiago, good to see ya.
As a stuntman, I've been a stuntman for a while. I'm not like
Not doing it.
That one
I'll stunt.
is really high stakes.
Yeah, no,
it's just
super
way too
crazy,
high up
dude.
for
Like,
me to really want to like.
bro,
I know
like-
I'm landing in water, but come on now.
like Floor is Lava, nah, dude. Like
it's not as high.
and I'm just saying the stuff that they're jumping onto is not padded.
Oh,
That's not cool. Like I'm not gonna be smacking my shins or my
you can be
jaw.
padded.
Huh?
You can be padded.
No, dude, they don't have. Look, just go watch the trailer
No,
for the
I
show.
have. I've seen the trailer.
It's
Okay,
not-
maybe I
it's
need to
not
watch
like-
an actual episode.
Go watch an episode. It's not like you think. These people looks like they're getting actually hurt, dude. Like, I'm like, hell.
What's the
no,
grand
I'm not
prize?
getting
That
on the
might be
show.
worth the pain.
But yeah, nope, not doing it. And as athletic as you think you are, you
anymore.
fall,
I'm
you
not.
slip and fall. I think no,
No, gravity,
you know, and
ooh,
it's not even about that. But
she is consistent.
But no, Dan's gonna be on next Monday. We're gonna have Allison Castellanos next Tuesday as well, and she runs a tutoring agency.
Oh, wow.
Allison Tutoring. So we're gonna have her on talking about if effective and efficient home tutoring.
That's actually
ways.
kind of really important right
Super important right now because with all the homeschooling
Yeah.
that's necessary to have the resources and tools and the proper direction. You know what I mean? Like how best to apply those things. So tune in next Tuesday. Check out Allison Tutoring. She's going to give you guys a whole bunch of a rundown of how best to to tutor your kids at home.
now. Applied learning systems.
Yeah, absolutely. Rob Carmala from Carpet, boom, right here, baby. He's going to be in next Wednesday. We're going to be checking out some new Carpet music. Can't wait. We got Corey Grant, good friend of mine, amazing film director. He directed Lost Coast Tapes.
Those are cool.
I
remember that.
that was the film I did, the Bigfoot one. That was the Bigfoot
one.
movie.
Okay, no, yeah, I got that confused with the. Yeah, no, I remember that one.
And then he also directed a film or a show that's on Urban Flix right now called Pump. So with Michael J. White and Ray J. I remember Michael J. White was one of my. He was in one of my favorite movies when I was growing up. He would play one of my favorite comic book characters, Spawn. Dude, amazing.
And
So-
also, John Leguizamo in that film.
Dude, so
Mind-blowing.
good, so good. I loved it. I know. I'm not sure like if critics liked it or not. I fucking loved it.
As a makeup artist standpoint on that
Dude,
one, I will
seriously?
say, there's only one.
As a makeup artist, that movie you have to say that movie was dope.
That movie was bomb. That suit was bomb. I would say only critique that I've heard around other industry professionals was homie was already so jacked and they made that suit so jacked and he just looked like. But that was what I thought as a kid. What made it so awesome because he looked so inhumanly, just monstrously big. And I think that some people were like the anatomy didn't line up with his or something. I don't know. No. As my opinion, I thought it was dope.
That was
I
great.
understand critiques, but like I don't want to. No. I'm not qualified to give them, and I'm going to retract that statement. Anyways, I've heard things, but I would say like that makeup, like the Violator, was dope.
Yeah,
you know?
Everything was great. Like the makeup on that particular movie was awesome, but it has to be, with Todd McFarlane's characters, it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
So and then so I'm looking forward to Corey Grant next Thursday. Asking, I want to talk to him about working with Michael J. White. I'm talking to him about working on Pump. He did I Got the Hookup too, which was a sequel to, an urban comedy classic from the '90s. So I'm really looking forward to actually sitting down with Corey. I've done music for a couple of Corey's projects, so I'm actually looking forward to sitting down with him on camera and interviewing him and having a great
Nice,
discussion
nice.
and showing some of the stuff that Corey's done as well.
Nice.
The next day we're gonna have was our musical guest of next week is gonna be Brian Baker. He does he's a woodwind artist, but he plays
no way.
but he makes beats. And he plays to his beats with like sax and flute and things like that.
Oh,
It's
dude,
dope.
I used to play saxophone. That was.
Kid is incredible.
Oh, I have to check that
so
out.
we're looking forward to Brian.
Yeah.
And then the very next week we got High Waves is going to be on, hip hop artist on Monday. Let's see, I think that's the 13th. And then not sure who's going to be on Tuesday and Thursday that week, but we got Dickie Lander, my good friend of mine. We're going to be on talking about. Actually, we're going to be talking about a good haircut and what it can do for your self-esteem.
It can
Not
do
even
wonders.
kidding. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. I mean, I actually had a personal experience with that. I had got my hair cut for years, and I find, you know, I got a really good haircut that I felt really suited me at one point, and it made me feel different about myself.
Yeah.
Looking in the mirror, having a haircut that actually is like tailored to you, made me feel like a different, like it made me feel like a new man. It was a trip,
Yeah.
you know, and it gave me a specific confidence that actually really translates, you know, into some, you know, a form of like self growth through you know, seeing yourself in a different light almost,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to having Dickie on and talking about that actually.
Yeah, I mean, to go with what you're saying, like with what you're saying, you know, it almost is like kind of getting to experience seeing an idealized version of yourself in the
Yeah.
mirror for a change. Other
Totally.
than-
I mean,
and
you're
it's
looking
refreshing.
you're looking in the mirror at what, you know, what you can in your mind visualize as the best physical version of yourself, you know, or a part of that is
Yeah.
reflecting because of what has, you know, what you've gotten, you know, with a great haircut, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mike D, good friend Mike D is going to be here that Friday, which is going to be the 17th. He is the leader of such bands as Jelly of the Month Club and Zen Robbie. They are huge here regionally and otherwise, and we're looking forward to having all these guests coming up. I'm going to be contacting some other people as well, and all our musical guests throughout the season are spoken for. Every Friday we have a musical guest live in the studio.
Nice.
So we're looking forward to that. And speaking of music, today we're going to show one of my songs, actually. So back to the listening room.
Yeah.
The initial status of how we were going to run the show. So let's show you guys a song from BOOZE, like the drink.
Oh, that's
This song
my
is
favorite.
called
That's
A Little Smile.
You got the love, you got it made, you got it all, while peeping out eyes like lights. You won't need more, and you're gonna get it too, from my lips to the moon. The once I first I got a crush on you, and that sweet old sound again. Oh, come on now. Well, ain't your voice that sweet, even when you're just a babbling? I bet you think I don't be hearing ya. But mama think you popping out so sweet like Goodbye, and I'll be eating every word up. Stuck in a trick on time, I won't be stealing ya. Yeah, my heart's already feeling ya. I watch your mouth move, it's already time, and I'm losing my breath for the girl who's stolen away. Again and again, no, I'm losing my breath for the girl who's stolen away. Oh no, again and again, no, I'm losing my breath for the girl who's stolen away. Oh no, you give up way too easy now, and I don't see your way out of this mess. Oh, you got the love, you got that thing.
Oh, you got the love and you got that face.
Why you looking like
Oh yeah, you just getting paid, but just looking like you do.
nothing more than a new one smile for a new way for a
Oh, gotta crack it out outside of your mouth. You're gonna give it up to me, baby. Go.
Are we gonna take it on the way go?
All right. A Little Smile from my album Booze, like the drink. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We were just talking about sacrifice and like what you want to do. You know, Joel was talking about how he would like to take the lute and a couple maybe other instruments that are maybe not your average instrument and do some covers. That you guys might enjoy, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and he was referencing some of my covers on YouTube, which I do acoustic punk rock covers or like the hard rock covers of, you know, reggae songs or whatever it may be. You know, and it's always fun. You know, it's always fun taking a good song and making it your own.
Yeah, or even taking, and I'll be honest, because a good song is relative to the player or the audience.
Sure, of course.
And I think that's what, again, back to, you know, what you're willing to do for 12 hours, 16 hours a day. It's like, no, it's like, I'm willing to play a song I don't like if it's going to please the audience. I'm willing to, it's like.
I'm not.
I know, because you got that tip jar.
I don't like that. I don't like doing that. It's funny. Like, all right, so I have a list of songs of like 200 songs, and I like every song on that list. And sometimes they get a little bit. Sometimes they'll get a little old playing them, but I never don't like the songs that I play. And if somebody asks me, I remember one time I was very like, ooh, like why did I say that? Like I was very regretful of saying. I remember I said somebody was like, play Old Town Road. What's the name of that song?
Old Town Road. Yeah.
Is there an?
Yeah, gonna ride my horse on a Old Town Road, right, or something like that. I'm gonna take my horse to Old Town Road or whatever.
Is that the one with?
It's with the. Yeah, it's.
What's who does the song?
It's Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus and somebody else. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I should.
Was it Lil Bow Wow?
No. Is it?
I don't know.
I've only seen the video once, and I've only ever heard the song that one time.
I don't remember. All I remember is
all by memory.
That I didn't like the song. In general, I just thought the song was bad. I listened to it and I was like, wow, this song's not good.
The video was, mind-blowingly hilarious.
Oh, really? I didn't see the video.
Okay, if you watch the video,
if I saw the video,
you'll probably like the. You'll
I listened to the song and I was like, man, I don't like this song. And then I got asked a bunch of times to play it, and I was like.
Yeah,
nope.
That's your $5 tip song. It's like, no, I've got a tip jar right here. You put a $5 bill in there, I'll play any song you want.
Yeah, Don't Stop Believing is my $5 tip song. Don't Stop Believing, and let me think, what else?
Poker Face.
Poker Face definitely is one of those tunes.
I'll play that song for free any day.
Bye Bye Bye. No, I like doing that one from NSYNC.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Man, back when I was doing I was in a metalcore band, OC metalcore. We're called Teach My Hands to War. We thought we were so brutal.
Teach My Hands to War.
Yeah, dude.
I love it.
It's like right up there with those just
God,
absurd,
metal band names.
Metal band names
the
are
best.
the best. Oh no, my buddy had my best friend back in Texas had the Jesus Christ Metal Force. I'm not kidding. That was the name of his band.
Jesus Christ Metal Force.
Yeah, dude.
I love it.
But anyways,
dude, hey, metal band names are awesome, and you can create the best metal band names, and like all you have to do is start with they're always like 3 words with like a the in the middle. Or
in something. There was in something or they're of something.
Yeah, right. Like Scars of Tomorrow or Deforming the Flame or
in
whatever.
Fair Verona.
Yeah,
I used to love that band.
It's just like, dude, like the names are awesome. August Burns Red. What a name, right?
Yeah,
that's actually a dope band name.
Yeah.
Like somebody said, did you hear that? Somebody was like, a buddy of mine, like 5 or 6 years ago was like, hey, did you hear August Burns Red? And I was like, no, but that's a dope ass band name.
Actually, it's a pretty good band.
I know,
solid band, and like
it was fun. Well, it's funny because I like metal. I like a lot of metal. It's just metal band names can get ridiculous sometimes.
Oh yeah, they can.
But it's hilarious. But I was like, I saw a video of August Burns Red, and I can't remember what video it was. But dude, it was like I was like the singer was going off, and I was like, bro, I was like, this dude is on one.
He is. He's intense. But no, anyways, all that to say, no, I convinced my bandmates that Bye 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 was gonna be the best metal cover on the planet, and of course my drummer was a female. Machine Gun Katie. She was awesome, just blast beat drummer. And she's like, yes, we want people to show up at our shows. We will cover NSYNC and make it metal. And we had it down, and then she injured her ribs, and then the band was never really the same again. And it's a sad day.
Right.
But
No, I went, dude, I remember one time I was playing at a bar called The Crest in Torrance. And I was playing in a cover band at the time, and we were playing a bunch of the songs that I do here, and I think Bobby K, my fiddle player, and James were with me actually,
undoubtedly
from Jukebox Heroes, and then my old drummer Mike. I'm not sure if you remember Mike. I don't think you ever met
Jukebox
Mike.
Heroes?
Jukebox
Like
Jukebox Heroes, like a sandwich, like a ukulele, uke box, and then gyros.
Yeah, like a Euro sandwich.
Jukebox Heroes, yeah. That's
so
their
I'm
band
guessing
name.
they were like
It's
ukulele.
Two ukulele guys, they do covers.
And are they
They're
Greek?
awesome. They're amazing. No, they're
Or just,
not Greek.
what does it have to do with gyro? They're Euro.
Heroes. It's a
I
play
get
on
it.
the word
Jukebox,
heroes.
It's Jukebox Heroes.
They don't have to be Greek for Joel.
Oh man, I didn't know. I'm asking a question. Oh my god.
Says, are they Greek?
No, I thought it would have been funny if they were. That would have been funny.
Right.
I mean, I'm not
guess.
saying they have to be. Okay, I'm gonna
Joel, you're
back up.
funny. You're awesome.
I've had
I love
3,
it.
probably 4 concussions in the past 12 months.
Well,
all right, let's
stop
just
getting hit in the head, Joel.
yeah, let's do that.
Work in safe places. Stop working in places where you're getting hit in the head.
Mostly household just
Just
accidents.
around the house.
Yeah.
All right. Well, work on that.
Yes.
All right.
Wear a helmet.
Right.
Joel.
Exactly, dude.
Gravity's real.
So with everything being kind of shut down, and I know you do makeup and you and you run makeup for multiple haunts. I know you do. I know you work in multiple labs that work on suits and other things
have,
for
yeah.
television shows.
I have.
In film and television. What are you doing now? And if you're not working now, are you gearing up to do another project coming up soon? Is there things in the works for you?
I'm gonna be real. The way that the labor laws have been changing over the past since like 2018. Being an independent contractor that isn't a construction worker is very difficult in the state of California.
Sure. I know. I am one.
Yeah, exactly. Being
But I make it happen.
you do. Being an independent makeup artist, like I was working with a lot of student films.
Sure.
And that's how I paid my bills. I mean,
Sure.
Chapman University, it's hard getting money out of a college, but when you can, you ride that train till you can't. I'm just saying.
Sure.
But yeah, it was to a point where everyone knew they could get someone to do it for cheaper, and you always can find someone to do it for cheaper.
Sure.
Unfortunately, and is this a sustainable career for what I need to do with my life right now? And also, I have worked in labs. I love working in labs. It was a lot of fun. I learned so much. I will say there's a lot of pressure.
Sure.
I will say the amount of pressure that's just day to day. Like I can work on a film set knowing, all right, at the end of this, it's easy, okay? Or I know there's the big effects heavy days
Sure.
that's going to be grinding, and then there's gonna be the easy
right.
days.
There are certain days that are just like that's your day.
Yeah,
Like, you
but-
better be on your game.
But if that's your day for 3 months straight,
yeah, right.
yeah. And
Hey, well, if you're good at your job and
it-
that's your day
yeah.
for 3 months straight, then you're probably getting paid well for it.
yes,
And you're probably in demand because you're good at what you do, which is both amazing things.
yes,
And I'll say something about being a freelance contractor, being an independent contractor. Is something very important about this. Now, I know you said you kind of ride that train till the wheels fall off when you kind of get, when you kind of get a college gig, but
Yeah.
you have to remember something, dude. Like, as far as independent contractors go, like
Yeah.
myself, what I always remember is that track doesn't go forever.
No.
Not
Yeah.
any of, okay.
Yeah.
So when you have a 9-to-5 job and you have the security of having, a job that you can go to with a Fortune 500 company or something along those lines, that you don't have to worry about your next, about getting fired, or you don't have to worry about you not having a job
Right.
in 3 months.
Right.
See, that's something different because then you can ride that train until retirement.
Yep.
See, well,
And you
there is
also
no
know
such thing as retirement with an independent contractor. There is, you work until you save up enough money to retire if that. And then what you do, but how do you do that? How do you keep working? How do you not just get one job and then ride it until it's out and then have a lull in a period of no work? What you do is this. You are constantly looking for more work.
And that's-
you have to do that as an independent contractor. There's no way to sit on your heels and go well, the next job will pop its head up when this job ends. You have to actively be looking for it every day. You have to make this thing is, things are closing back down again.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still calling restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Saying, hey, I'm ready when you are.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
ready when you are.
And
that way, I'm the first person they think of when they start opening back up.
Yeah.
And I'm getting calls.
Of course
you
you are.
already know I'm getting
Oh, yeah.
booked. You know what I'm saying? Even if those shows don't go to fruition, all I'm saying is the fact of the matter is, if you put your best foot forward and you continue. And it doesn't even have to be 8 hours of hard grinding. All you got to do is take an hour a day, send out a bunch of emails to contacts that you've worked with before, different haunts, different film producers, different sets, everybody you work with in film. Hey, I'm just letting you guys know I'm going to be available. Looks like this haunt ends there, or looks like this show's going to be ending here. I'm going to be available here. Blah 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 blah.
Well, that
You know what I mean?
and
just
see,
keep it open and knock it out of the park.
Yeah, and that's what I've tried to explain to my family is, yes, 100%, 90% of your job as an independent contractor is finding the next one.
Yeah.
And I've always lived by that. But with lab work is different because you do have a little bit of that security of a 9 to 5,
Sure.
but you also have the high stakes of the independent contracting. So it's like, do I get comfortable? Do I not? And the minute I'm not comfortable, they'll know it. It'll feel weird. Then they'll say, hey, maybe he doesn't fit here anymore, or something. But honestly, it really has to do with getting back to my passion.
Sure.
I loved makeup.
All right.
I did love makeup. I do love makeup. Is it something that I think... Is it a healthy career choice as far as the toxic chemicals that I work with? No, my liver was getting wrecked just from working with all the solvents.
Really?
Oh yeah, so Bestine.
Interesting.
Bestine thinner and or just okay. If people knew how horrendously toxic acetone is, they'd probably just quit painting their nails altogether. That stuff, the molecules are so thin, it can soak right into your skin, get right into your blood, and go right to your liver and ruin it.
Interesting.
And the molecules are so thin, it can get through.
Remind me to never work with acetone.
No, it's and here's the thing. Working at the lab that I was working at
have to go
Fractured,
read about that.
I was working at Fractured Effects, and I was told flat out, hey, you're working with probably the most toxic stuff in the lab. And I said, am I allowed to wear a respirator? Yeah. We're also going to put you in a vacuum sealed room, not much bigger than this room, with a vacuum constantly pumping air.
Right. Ventilation. Yeah.
But what I didn't know was that the thinners I was using for the glue that I was using, the molecules in that were they're so small that it would get through nitrile gloves
Joel,
and get through.
From the bumping your head to the chemicals that you've been in taking into your body, I think you need a break.
Yeah.
Somehow. I think you need
That's
to
why I'm
chill.
just gonna-
I think you need to chill out. I think you need to go to just spend some time in the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get away.
Well,
Just chill.
and that's really why
Take some time for you.
Yes.
No chemicals. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Oh, no, but seriously, I quit drinking altogether.
Did you?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Well, I mean, I was told, hey, well, no, here's the thing. I was told, hey, don't drink until your liver's healed. And so I quit drinking altogether for months and months and months. I didn't care.
Because of
that.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I've only ever really had maybe once a week, if that, now, because I don't even care for it as much anymore. Sometimes you want that nice crisp beer, but other than that, I just quit drinking recreationally altogether because of the fact that I didn't really
Gotcha.
care.
So you quit drinking recreationally, not
Sorry.
altogether.
Well, no. Anymore, I really don't even know if I want to drink anymore, but it has to do with the fact that it's no, because of what was going on in my body, and because, my doctor was like, hey, you can't do this. I'm like, all right, I won't do this. And now it's oh, you can. I'm like, oh, okay, I can. Okay. But it's really not about that. I don't care, and it really is, again, what you're saying, when you get to take a step back, one thing I would say that everything's been doing to the industry I'll say that it's shown me what my passions are, I've had to go over every resume and really go, what are my trained skills? What are the things I actually was educated in? Not stuff that I figured out how to do. What am I really trained in? What are my real passions? What did I care about so much that I went to school for it?
Mm-hmm.
That I dedicated time and energy to learn from a real mentor. Not just internet tutorials.
Sure.
And I realized...
What'd you come up with?
Oh, man. You want to hear a weird resume? Do you want to hear a weird resume?
Sure.
Okay. I've been acting for over 20 years.
Okay.
In the right key, I've got about a 4.5 to almost 5 octave singing range in the right keys.
Okay.
I can play about 6 stringed instruments. I can play 4 percussion instruments and 3 wind instruments. I am a decent sword fighter, knife fighter, axe fighter, horseback rider, and wilderness survivalist.
Okay, Joel, you just
and
named...
makeup and wardrobe.
All right, perfect. I love it. So we're gonna take that, guys. Joel, you're an interesting man. I have to say this. You're a very interesting character, brother.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. I know you just gave me the best idea ever. We're gonna come up with a segment on the show. We're gonna call it Joel Does It All, and we're going to put you to the test.
Oh my God,
so we're
okay.
gonna quote everything that you just said.
Okay.
We're gonna take everything that you just said, and then we're gonna do a segment for each one of those things.
Okay.
And we're gonna put you to the test and see how good you are at each one of those things.
You know what? No, I was joking about this just about 2 months ago because of I know I've got all these skills rattling around in here and my brain's healing. And no, I'm kidding.
wait to
I'm not
see
kidding.
this.
I'm not kidding. Joel Roulette is what I was joking
Joel
about calling
Roulette.
because no, you want no, I'm not kidding. No, watch. To
Joel,
be outrageous fortune, or take arms against a sea of troubles, and by posing end them, to die, to sleep no more, to say, by sleep to say we in the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks the flesh is add to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly but wish to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Wait. There's a rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil? Must give us pause. There you go.
So
it's in there.
So
I got it, but I don't know what to do with it.
you know what's funny is if you strip away the jokes, that we were just telling, and that was, to be honest with you, pretty damn good. It's like
up there.
And it's funny too because you can kind of turn that on and with the flip of a switch, which is not easy to do, Joel. Which I gotta say, I gotta give it to you, man. That was actually not, dude, Joel.
No. But no, wait,
dude, not bad at all.
Thank you.
But hey, we're still gonna put you to the test.
I do it. No,
and I can't wait to do this segment. I can't wait to do Joel Does It All or Joel Roulette. And we're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it on this show. It's gonna be a listening room. We're gonna do
a listening room exclusive.
I think we're gonna do one a week. We're gonna have to do one a week with you, and you're gonna have to come over and film yourself doing every single one of those things, including sword and knife fighting.
All right.
We're gonna get you guys somebody to sword and knife fight against. This is gonna be amazing.
Or I'll teach a simple.
To be honest with you, Joel, it's gonna be me. But
okay.
It's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
You're also a stuntman and
I have
martial artist.
Dude, I have wooden knives that we'll use, and then I have wooden swords we'll use and stuff like that too. But yeah, we'll see. We'll put you to the test. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm saying I'm trained in it. I'm not saying I'm not rusty, but anyway, that's the thing of as far as
here's the thing. All you have to do is realize which one you're doing next week, and then beef up on it for the week, and then during filming you're good. Yeah, right.
Pretty much.
At least enough.
Yeah.
You're awesome, Joel. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us today in the listening room. I absolutely love every single one of you guys. It's been a pleasure. You guys are always amazing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with Brandon Baker right here in the listening room. Thank you so much to my good friend, Mr. Joel Reed. One more time. Thank you so much, Mr. Joel Reed. Give me that right there. All right. And now when I'm looking here, you got to be the one that knocks my hand.
Well, it's also I got a microphone in my periphery.
There we go. Boom. because I can't afford to look this way, that way, and at the board too.
Yeah.
So
No
I don't got 3 eyes. I only got 2 eyes, and I can't split them. So
Right.
thank you guys again. I love you guys so much. Appreciate you guys for joining us in the listening room tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks to my guest Joel David Reed for coming and hanging out with us today and chatting. Like I said, Joel, you're an interesting man. Can't wait to shoot some pretty awesome content with you. And Joel does it all, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm your host. My name is Eddie Booze. Thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for being a part of the listening room tonight. My name is Eddie Booze. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.